Hi there. I'm Raleigh Brown, and this is another special Sunday morning edition in the world of curve flattening concerts. I'm going to do you today some songs of social consciousness, actually, and they all have a historical basis. This one by Woody Guthrie. There's one from Phil Oakes. Hi Tom. Hi Michelle. And there's one by Gil Turner, and then I'm going to play you my favorite Reverend Gary Davis instrumental, if I can get through it. So, at a moment like this, when you're playing a Woody Guthrie tune, and a Phil Oakes tune, and a Reverend Gary Davis tune, you really should be playing an old Gibson guitar, and that's what I got here. This guitar was built in 1934. As you can see, it has been around the block. But it's a great sounding instrument. So, Woody Guthrie. Well, I ain't got no home, I'm just a rambling round. Just a wandering worker, and I go from town to town. And the police make it hard wherever I may go. And I ain't got no home in this world anymore. Well, my brothers and my sisters are all stranded on this road. It's a hot and a dusty road that 1,000,000 feet have tried. And the rich man took my home, and he drove me from my door. And I ain't got no home in this world anymore. I was farming on the shares, and always we were poor. Our crops were all delivered into the banker's store. And my wife took down and died, oh, right on the cabin floor. I ain't got no home in this world anymore. Well, I mined in your mines and I gathered in your corn. I've been working, mister, since the day that I was born. And I worry all the time like I never did before. And I ain't got no home in this world anymore. Now as I look around, it's mighty plain to see this world is such a strange and a funny place to be, where the hedge fund man is rich and the working man is poor. I ain't got no home in this world anymore. No, I ain't got no home, I'm just rambling round. Just a wandering worker, and I go from town to town. And the police make it hard wherever I may go. I ain't got no home in this world anymore. No, I ain't got no home in this world anymore. So that's a little Woody Guthrie for you there. And if you want to understand like what went on during the Great Depression, go read John Steinbeck's Grapes of Wrath, and you'll see how kind of ordinary people, not lifelong hobos, but people like the singer of this song who had a home, lost their homes to the banks, which were not willing to give an inch, just like the banks today. And just something to think about. Okay, so onward. Next song up is a Phil Oakes song, and you know, I've been doing these concerts. This is the 25th or 26th, and 4 songs per concert. I've been trying not to repeat myself. I have not done this song because it seemed like, in a sense, it seemed like I was kind of we are in a place where we're all suffering. But I would just preface it with this one little remark, which is, if you have a roof over your head right now and you have food to eat, you're in much better shape than a lot of people are. And there but for fortune. Show me the prison. Show me the jail. Show me the prison man whose face is growing pale. And I'll show you a young man with many reasons why. And there but for fortune may go you or I. Show me the alley. Show me the train. Show me the hobo who sleeps out in the rain. And I'll show you a young man with many reasons why. And there but for fortune may go you or I. Show me the whiskey stains on the floor. Show me the drunken man as he stumbles out the door. And I'll show you a young man with many reasons why. There but for fortune may go you or I. Show me the country where the bombs had to fall. Show me the ruins of the buildings once so tall. And I'll show you a young land with many reasons why. And there but for fortune may go you or I. So that's There But For Fortune by Phil Oakes. Hi, all you guys. Bill Ferguson, Judy Wong. I saw John Stritzinger go by there. Somebody from Canada. Thank you so much for coming out and listening and helping flatten the curve. And I want to say a little something about flattening the curve while I get ready, while I gird myself to try and play this next song. And that's that people are, you know, as the government frantically tries to save the economy, they are talking about reopening things, and people are looking at these arcs and say, well, the curve's kind of flattening out, so maybe we can reopen stuff. Well, the curve isn't flattening out just by itself. It's flattening out because we are doing what we're doing. And if we stop doing what we're doing too early, then things are going to go like that. And just keep it in mind. even if the government, which of course always has your best interest at heart, if they think you should open up again, that doesn't mean you should open up again. Hi, Rosemary. And I don't want to editorialize during these things, not too much anyway. So when I met the Reverend Gary Davis, I had this moment which I've talked about before, where we had 2 hours to kill before we went back to the airport, and he just turned to me and said, "Well, what do you want to learn?" And the first thing I wanted to learn was this tune, because I'd heard him play it the night before, and I'd heard him play it during a workshop that day. And it's called Buckdance. And it's still my favorite Reverend Gary Davis rag. And I'll probably play it in a kind of ragged but right way that he played it. And that's no excuse. So here it is, Buckdance. All right, so that's Buckdance by the Reverend Gary Davis. And part of it, I want to mention something because a couple of people have commented on it during these videos, you guitar maniacs. And people have noticed that I don't use my right index finger as much as a lot of people do when I'm finger picking. So sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. And I want to just explain that so nobody thinks that that's like something you should emulate. So I have a condition called focal dystonia, which is a neurological condition. Often happens when people have been doing repetitive motion for many years. And it makes my index finger sometimes unreliable. Sometimes it listens to my brain, and sometimes it just kind of goes off on its own. So I've had to make adjustments. I've also tried to retrain it, and that's why I use it at all. And so if you see that and you're a guitar player and you're going, I wonder if I should try that. No, use your index finger if you can. And that's all I'll say about that. Just some of Some of my sloppiness is just because of age and sloth, and some of it is because of focal dystonia. Wow, I nailed that one. So I have one more song for you, and this song comes from it. It kind of comes from the civil rights movement, but it wasn't. It comes from the kind of white boys in Greenwich Village part of the civil rights movement, and was written by a guy named Gil Turner, who was a folk singer in Greenwich Village. One of his claims to fame is he's the first. I think he's the first person to sing "Blowing in the Wind" on stage, because Bob Dylan wrote it in the basement, and Gil said, "Hey, can I sing that?" So, and maybe with "Blowing in the Wind" on his mind, he wrote this anthem, and it's about the civil rights movement, really, but it has a message of hope for all movements, and also a message of perseverance. So you can persevere at flattening the curve. Hi, Nancy. Did I say hi to Rosemary? Hi, Rosemary. And say hi to CJ for me, too. So this is called Carry It On. You may sing along at home if you wish. There's a man beside me walking. There's a voice within me talking. There's a word that needs a saying. Carry it on. Carry it on. Carry it on. They will tell their lying stories, send their thugs to beat our bodies. They will lock us in their prisons. Carry it on. Carry it on. Carry it on. Carry it on. All their thugs will lie rotten. All their lies will be forgotten. All their prison walls will crumble. Carry it on. Carry it on. Carry it on. If you feel you can't go farther, take the hand of your sister or brother. Every victory leads to another. Carry it on. Carry it on. Carry it on. Carry it on. Now there's a man beside me walking. There's a voice within me talking. There is a word that needs a saying. Carry it on. Carry it on. Carry it on. Carry it on. So that's the message for today. carry it on and keep on flattening the curve is kind of what I'm saying. Try to stay safe and sane. If you get cranky, take a nap. I think Alex Bevan is doing a concert at 3:30 today. I know he's about to take a little break, but I can't remember when that starts right at the moment. And thank you so much, all of you from all over. This is a very nice crowd here, and I feel like we're all friends. So I will be back on Tuesday at 3 p.m., and you guys take care of yourselves till then. Bye-bye.